It's time for another episode of What the Hell Were They Thinking in the 80s? No, 70s. Potato Cookbook. This is a book that I found on the internet and we've been making recipes out of it. So today we are making the potato club sandwich. Gwen in this describes these as a wonderful treat as a Sunday morning brunch during the winter. And what it is essentially is a bacon and egg sandwich, but the potato is the bread. So we're going to roll it out with the flour, make rounds, fry them off, and then add the eggs and bacon in the middle. Filthy, filthy, filthy breakfast. I cannot wait. This seems like something that I would definitely want to eat. Okay, I'm just going to start frying off the bacon first so it's ready. I'm just going to do some streaky bacon. Gwen does not specify, she just says rashers of bacon. I like a bit of streaky to myself. How much bacon do you like in a bacon sandwich? I quite like a lot of bacon. 4 slices is definitely enough for one person. That's a little bit extravagant. I feel like the bacon these days is so thin. It cooks like, it gets so like dry so quick. I hate it. I swear when I was younger, the bacon was actually quite nice. It's not nice anymore. For the potatoes, we've got our potatoes already boiled and mashed and all that jazz. We've got flour. Mix that together and then we're going to roll it out. I hope this works because this will be really good for me to know, because I swear whenever I try and fry mash, it always just disintegrates and it always just falls apart. So if this is a good recipe and it holds its structure and it holds its shape, I'm going to be using this forevermore. I might have to get my hands in. Knead it together a little bit. Oh, well, you know what? It's coming out. I do love the thought of just having fried potato as the sandwich and not having bread. If anything, surely that is better for you. Because there's no like artificial ingredients. Okay, I'm not going to knead it because I don't want it to get too stodgy. But we're just going to roll it out and then cut it into little rings. Oh no. Kat, how thick does she say to roll it? Is it 1/4 inch?
7 millimetres, yeah, 1/4 inch.
7 millimetres. Very specific. It's quite thin. I'm worried it's going to not hold its shape, but in Gwen we trust. So far, most things have actually worked, and I doubt her every time.
I think this is one recipe that actually says flour, salt and pepper.
No way. Yeah. Oh my goodness, it actually says seasoning. So I won't judge her on that because I've missed it. Usually it doesn't say anything about seasoning. There was one comment, I think, on one of the other videos that was like saying about, I think it doesn't say seasoning a lot of the time because it was always expected. It was just assumed that you would put seasoning in, which I love that. That feels about right. Yes, perfect. 2. I'll do 4 just so I've got backup. Now you fry these in butter, which is fantastic. This is exactly what I need in my life, butter fried potatoes. I don't think we're going to need a lot of butter. I think it's just so that there's a nice layer of fat in the pan that gets nice and hot and makes it nice and crispy. Because my instinct is to go a lot of butter and then that's maybe where I go wrong because it will just fall apart. Okay, butter's nice and frothy. I'm going to go for a couple of these. Looks good. It looks good. I'll tell you a story. I was a morbidly obese child. Surprise, don't know if you can tell. Hence why I got into cooking. Oh my God, my pancakes. They're burning. Tell you what though, they're staying together. God damn, Gwen, you're good. Anyway, back to being morbidly obese. So what I would have on my breakfast sandwiches were butter, obviously, bread, butter, bacon, sausage, tinned tomatoes that had been cooked down with sugar and vinegar, mushrooms fried, black pudding, and a hash brown. And then also ketchup and brown sauce. Try and see a 7-year-old get that in their mouth. Very entertaining, especially when they're pudgy. So maybe this could have been my little childhood treat. Should have been, really. Oh, and also, did anyone ever used to have sliced potatoes rather than hash browns? I feel like hash browns are way more modern. I used to have sliced fried potatoes on a breakfast. They were delicious. Might have put too much butter in again. We will see. This side's crisped up a little bit now, some of the butter's gone. Get these out. These look good, actually, I'm going to say. How's that side? Nice. There's a slight crisp, and they're holding their shape. That's what I'm trying to say. Have them too as backup as well. I'm going to get my egg cooked. I like my egg over easy. Where you flip it, because I don't like that bit of phlegm that sits on top of the egg yolk. Ugh, disgusting, disgusting. I also love my eggs crispy, crispy. I want it brown, crisp underneath. If anyone ever thinks about making an egg for me, it's exactly what I want. We'll save that, make some gnocchi out of it. We're almost ready to assemble. I'm just going to flip my egg, which is always risky, but it's got a crispy bottom. You do your egg however you want. This is how I want it. I just can't deal with that bit on the top. Freaks me out. Take it off. Done. Oh, look at that. It's perfect. Get that. Get that. Get that. It's bloody gorgeous, that. It's still wobbly. Right, I'm gonna assemble, get a picture, eat, yum, yum, yum. We've got a couple of patties of potatoes to choose from. These look more breadish because there was less butter in the pan, but these look very buttery and golden. I'm gonna go for the bread looking ones, I think, because they look, you know, that looks like ever so slightly like a crumpety muffin or something. Crispy, crispy bacon. Probably too much bacon for one sandwich. Yes, that's the right amount of bacon for one sitting. We've got our perfect egg. Look at that. Perfect. Crispy bottom, soft yolk. The phlegm is cooked on top. And a little patty. Another little patty. I'm going to do a little egg pop, but I'm going to do it in the spinny bit that comes next. So tune in for that, it's coming right now. Did you see that egg pop? I told you it'd be good, stay tuned. Okay, it's the moment of truth. I feel like I know that I'm gonna like this because it's mainly bacon and egg. But let's see how it goes. I'm really happy with the texture of these. Well, shut up, stop talking and eat. Got egg all around my face. You got egg on your face? That is delicious. I'm gonna try the potato bread on its own. It's quite elasticated. Quite chewy, but got a nice soft texture. Probably could have done with the seasoning that I missed out. Quite delicious, actually. And I do genuinely think if you were counting calories or looking at ultra processed food, that's going to be much better for you than a slice of bread or 2 slices of bread. Also because it's thinner and smaller. It's a pretty easy and pretty delicious brunch dish. Solid smash for the potato club sandwich. Happy with that. That's the best way I've ever done these sort of things before. They've never quite worked. 400 grams with some potatoes. 400 grams of flour with some potatoes. Fair play, Gwen. Fair bloody play. I just want to let you know, I find this bit really, really difficult. So I will say, remember, if you like this video, you should like and subscribe and leave a comment. I hate myself for doing that, but it would help if you just did it. If you just did it without me having to tell you, it'd be much easier, so thank you very much.